Richard James Schultz III. David Edward Zulalian Jr. Brittany Lynn Richards. Joseph Arthur Charles. Bo Vincent DiFiore. Rachel Elizabeth Hosier. Anderson Lloyd Beck. Daniel Keegan Melk. Craig Andrew Cassie Jr. Matthew Preston Pesci. Dylan James O'Donnell. Ashley Jennifer Byrne. Sean Kylie Hobson.
Experienced the benefits of the programs delivered by the staff in each of these outstanding schools. Tonight, we acknowledge the culmination of the efforts of the entire school district and community as the over 329 graduating seniors of the 53rd class of Pencrest High School reach the pinnacle of the education process of the Rose Tree Media School District. The class of 2011 thanks you. Please welcome the treasurer of the class of 2011, Brittany Lynn Richards.
It is my pleasure to introduce the platform guests who are joining us this evening. As our honored guests are introduced, I ask them to please stand and remain standing until all have been introduced. And I ask the audience to please hold your applause until the introductions have been completed. Members of the Rose Tree Media School District Board of School Directors. Ms. Linda Kinsler-Fox, President. Mrs. Nancy Fronduti, Vice President. Mrs. Veronica Barbado. Mr. Peter Berry. Mr. John Hanna. Mrs. Nancy McCready. Mr. Bill Montgomery. Mr. Bill O'Donnell. Mr. Jeffrey Pettit. Dr. Denise Carr, Superintendent of the Rose Tree Media School District. Mr. Richard Gregg, Principal of Pencrest High School. Pencrest High School Assistant Principals. Dr. Susan Evans. Mr. Ralph Harrison. Mr. Eric Bucci. Pencrest High School School Athletic Director, Mr. Charles Ollinger. Educational Resource Center Principal, Dr. Eleanor DiMarino Lennon. Faculty sponsors of the class of 2011, Ms. Heather Reed and Ms. Angela Beaudry. Please welcome Assistant Principal of Pencrest High School, Mr. Eric Bucci.
An example of the caliber of graduates of Pencrest High School and the Rose Tree Media School District is our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker earned the opportunity to speak this evening by participating in a rigorous and competitive speech writing process. It is my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker for the class of 2011. Bo Vincent Fiore.
Board of School Directors, administrators, faculty, family, and friends. It was such a thrill to walk into this grand place in such a hopeful procession, the way each of our individual steps merged into one unified group. Here we are, the class of 2011, flanked by our teachers and surrounded by our loved ones. In a few moments, we will each emerge one by one from that unified group and take our own walk across this stage. This is the walk that we have all worked extremely hard for, and the one we have all undoubtedly earned. Such a simple thing, this short stroll, yet it is universally revered by students everywhere. So as you take your own stroll tonight, try to think of each pace as a goal achieved, a hardship overcome, or just a pleasant memory that will resonate long after you leave this place. Whether it was receiving an A in your strenuous 10th grade U.S. history course, completing the infamous gym class mile, or just taking the time to wave to Mal in the midst of the usual morning rush. These achievements and memories are represented in every footprint that we placed on this stage tonight. From the day I first entered the doors of the main rotunda at Pencrest, I've made tremendous strides as a student and as a person, as I'm sure you all have as well. Parents, I'm sure you have seen our growth even more than we have, because you have seen us grow since first grade. I remember standing in my driveway wearing my brand new Old Navy cargos, posing for the camera. That was 12 years ago. 12 years filled with dioramas, projects, PowerPoints, SATs and ACTs, each of which were steps taken with feet that were still getting bigger and bigger. 12 first day photos later, here we are, taking a final walk with our now full-grown sized feet, and we'll soon take a different kind of photo. Not one with our cool new Blue's Clues backpack, but one with the red diploma. For me, these last 4 years at Pencrest have been filled with so many fun and exciting steps, I can't begin to list them all. I was able to be a part of a football team that won its first playoff game in school history. I was able to be a part of a student council that raised over 15 tons of canned food for Schreier's Great Food Fight. And I was able to be a part of a united student body that found its identity not only as kids trying to do well in school, but as young adults growing into well-rounded, good-hearted people. Laughing at teacher faux pas over a warm chocolate chip cookie at lunch, posting Facebook pics of our awesome senior prom, or attending one of the many fantastic musical or theatrical productions. At some point, we have all felt a sense of enjoyment or pride in the letters PHS. After we cross this stage, the walking will not be over. Yes, we'll have to walk back to our seats, but I mean the rest of the world will be waiting for you and me to leave our footprint. We're all going to be faced with even tougher challenges than those we have already overcome. And whichever path each of us takes, whether it leads us through the threshold of a dorm room, a tent overseas, or into a real office, the new path for all of us will be a more demanding and a more difficult one from the path from D-Wing to E-Wing. Well-renowned writer, performer, musician, and civil rights activist Maya Angelou, who took her own unique path to greatness, once said, "The horizon leans forward, offering you space to place new steps of change." After tonight, there will be time to take those new steps of change. Backpedaling is not an option. But by no means should you forget the many walks you took through the halls at Pencrest High School. For they are the steps that have the necessary preparation to find your own stride. We are ready now, ready to run to the edge of the horizon and place our own unique steps of change. Thank you.
Our next speaker is the salutatorian. The salutatorian